Hey guys, welcome back. Bear Scare Beauty. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Bear Scare Beauty, same way it's spelled here. Subscribe, comment, whatever, you know, do all the things. Sorry, things are falling down. I haven't posted in like almost a month. It's just been a lot. It's been getting into like the high 90s in my room. I did my makeup before this, I'll post pictures or whatever. But what I'm going to do today is going to be different than most of what I've done on this channel before. I think I've done something similar. This isn't like an empties. I was going to do an empties video, but then I realized I threw away all my empties, and I also don't really go through that many products super quick. So we're gonna do things that I've been enjoying lately. Doesn't matter if it's new or old, things that I've just been enjoying. Not even makeup related, not necessarily makeup related also. So it's gonna be some things. I'm gonna start with the first one. This is a food item because I am attempting to lose some weight again. And I have an issue with binge eating, so I've been setting a very rigorous thing for my meals. And what that means is, not cooking as much, which kind of sucks, but I know that when I cook a lot, and then I end up eating a lot. So I've been eating TV dinners, kind of. They're healthy, it's eating wells and stuff. Anyways, I found this. Simple Truth butternut squash and sage ravioli. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Delicious. Just so weird. Okay, so yeah, it's a brown butter and sage sauce and sweet butternut squash, cheese and honey. Oh my god. I'm just blocking out all my light. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I can't tell you how good it is. Also, it's 370 calories. I want you to keep in mind, the TV dinners and things like that, if you get the right ones, they are relatively healthy, can actually be quite healthy, and are a little less than the calories that a meal should be. So what I've also been doing is making things like broccoli, kale, zucchini, things like that, and that's getting me right at the calories that I need to. So, second thing, this is also a food item, will not be a surprise to those of you who watch my streams. Tequila. This is Terramana Tequila Rapisado. Did not know this. This is actually made by The Rock. He started this company. It's 100% pure agave, actually made in Mexico. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. This is the best, if you're in the Pacific Northwest, mainly Oregon, best sub $50 tequila you can buy, in my opinion. I've tried every tequila you can imagine, like Don Julio 1944, whatever the $150 bottle of 1800 is, I cannot for the life of me remember it. Like Don Jeremy's Imperial? A lot. I've tried so many tequilas. I actually got recommended this by one of the people that works at the liquor store because he knows that I like tequila, and I was buying, it's like a $70 bottle. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called, but he was like, hey man, you should try this one. It's easily one of the best tequilas. And I was like, okay, cool, it's like 30 bucks. Tried it and I was like, oh yeah. So I think this is probably going to be my alcohol of choice from now on. For those of you who know me, I have cut back on drinking significantly. So if I'm going to drink, it's going to be something like this, no mixed drinks. Love it. Continuing on with the drinks. La Croix sparkling water. Key lime and coconut, great blend, also limoncello, but also Zevia sodas, those type of sparkling, just sparkling water in general. I don't know why people don't like sparkling waters. I think it's fantastic. I love it. I love everything about it. It's so good. People always make the joke oh, LaCroix is very light flavored. It's okay, well, it's not supposed to be soda. Like, you're not drinking pop, you're drinking water. Also, yes, I'm wearing lipstick, so it's... See, it's good. It's like, it tastes like key lime, but it's not like you're drinking a key lime soda. It's just nice. It's just nice. Another thing that's also drink-related, Bang energy drink, not sponsored because I know they have a bunch of undisclosed sponsorships on YouTube, which is illegal. Yeah, this is the key lime pie Bang. This and pina colada are the only two flavors that I like. The rest of them can burn in hell. It's really weird how much it actually tastes like key lime pie. Are you noticing a theme that I like key lime? Since it has been the summer months, if you're in the Pacific Northwest, I don't know if they do, I think they do online shipping. Anyways, very good friend of mine owns a, it's kind of like a men's lingerie store. Think of Victoria's Secret, but for men. It's called Under You for Men. They do sell a lot of like unique clothing that's kind of like relatively high-end. It's not like diesel fashion, but there's a lot of unique things that really nobody else has. These are some overalls from a brand called Code 22. I believe they're Swedish, like stretch denim, very nice, very well made, like 12 pockets, super cute too. And then these, I've had these for I think 2 years now. They're a little bigger than I need them to be. I think I bought a size larger than I should have. These are 33, and I actually needed like a 30 because they do stretch a lot. But these brand of shorts are called Steel. I think it's a 7-inch inseam, maybe 9-inch inseam. Most comfortable shorts you will ever wear in your life. I guarantee it. Very similar to the Code 22. Very similar material. The Code 22 overalls are also like low-cut shorts too. But yeah, so that store sells underwear, swimwear, skincare, hair care, beard care, clothing, like fashion clothing, high-end clothing, and casual clothing. Yeah, just kind of everything. Fantastic, queer-owned, love them. I'll recommend them forever. For everyone. If you're in Seattle or Portland, they have outlets here. They might ship online too. I don't really know. Hopefully they do. So let's move on to... let's do skincare. Let's do skincare. So, I've used this for years. This is the Neutrogena Hydra... it's been like 3 years. Neutrogena Hydra Boost Exfoliating Cleanser. It's kind of expensive for like a drugstore cleanser. It's like $14. I love it. I love it so much. It exfoliates my skin, not too much. There's like, so it doesn't have actual microbeads in it, but it has like granules that melt. They're not rough, but they melt away pretty quickly. It's oil-free, shampoo-free, all that stuff. It just exfoliates enough, and it doesn't leave me feeling super dry or anything like that. Like, I forgot to, like, put lotion on and stuff like that for a couple of hours afterwards, and I don't notice that really tight, dry feeling that I have in the past with other cleansers, so that's nice. Keeping in the theme of cleansers, this is what I use to double cleanse lately. This is the Inky List, what is it called? Oat Cleansing Balm. I like it. It's pretty gentle. It melts makeup really easily. That's what I use it for, melting off makeup. It doesn't leave me feeling super greasy. I think it's like $9 or something for 5 ounces. Really good. I think people are absolutely bonkers for paying like $30 for an oil cleanser. It's like, what? $30 for glorified coconut oil with an emulsifier, like... yeah, so that one wasn't empty, but I already bought a backup. Also, since I only like to use an exfoliating cleanser once a day, I bought this Formula 10.0.6 Melt-Away Vitamin C cleanser. I think they're either going out of business or Ulta's stopping carrying them because this is like $2 on clearance. Yeah, really good. AHA, hemp seed oil, and vitamin C cleanser. Doesn't feel stripping or anything like that. Leaves me nice and plump feeling. but it also isn't greasy, isn't oily. I think it's all like oil-free and everything like that. Yeah, oil-free. It does have AHA, so it might make you more sun sensitive, but you always want to wear a sunblock anyways. Now onto the lotion. This is the Shiseido Treatment Softener Lotion. Just getting fancy. God, it smells so good. I know it's got perfume in it. I don't care. It smells divine. But I actually got this, I bought something at Sephora. They gave me a trial size of this. I used the trial size, and it was one of those things where, like, immediately my skin felt so silky, so soft, so plump and hydrated. And this isn't even a moisturizer. This is just a pre-lotion that you would use before, like, a toner. Yeah, God, it just... immediate difference in my skin. Was immediately like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I have noticed my skin is softer. I do have a little bit of lessening of like some of the fine lines and wrinkles. I've been using this for about a month, maybe a little less than a month. You get probably about a month and a half's worth of product in here. It's like $50. It's pretty expensive. Shiseido.com actually has a lot of sales though, so I got this for $40. I really like it though. It says put it on a pad, swipe it on your face. I don't understand why you would do that, so I take a pump in my hand and just kind of press it in, massage it in everywhere, especially going right under the eyes, because it allegedly helps product penetrate the skin more. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pretend like it is. Keeping on, this is the Ordinary Glycolic Acid Treatment. I think this is my third backup. It's just really good. It works really well for my skin. It helps with the dryness that I experience and the rosacea, or even, I think it's like dermatitis right here. Really helps me with that. Really keeps my forehead. And I've gone off of this. Like, I've quit using it and tried something else. That was one of the only things that I changed. Immediate difference. So I know this works for me. It's inexpensive. I like to use it. Boom. Thing I'm enjoying. Oh, this is something that I went through. This is the Ordinary Gran Active Retinoid 2% Emulsion. I did really like this. I swapped it out for their retinol and squalane 0.5%. I think I'm going to go back to the Gran Active Retinoid when I get through with that, but I've also really just been enjoying their regular squalane. I'll use this during the day and then the retinol at night. Combined with the natural moisturizing factors. These are not new. These are the things that I've just been really enjoying, and they really work for me. Same with the Vitamin C Suspension 23%, HA Spheres 2%, Vitamin C Serum. Divine. Love it. Love all of these products. Keeping with the Ordinary. This is the Buffett solution. Wild. I do 5 drops, like 2, 2, and 1. Outward sweeping motions. It's like a peptide, multi-technology peptide serum. It supposedly helps with fine lines and wrinkles, and I need all the help that I can get on my forehead, but I do notice it keeps my skin very hydrated, and I'm noticing a lessening of the wrinkles right here that have been developing. So that's good, I guess. So I'm gonna keep using it and see how I feel about it later, but so far I've been really enjoying this. So the Shiseido was expensive, and this is also expensive. This is the Algenist Triple Algae Eye Renewal Balm. It is the weirdest smell. It smells like vitamin C, how it has that like burnt campfire smell, but then it also smells like lake water. Which I guess could be the algae, but maybe that's just placebo effect, pareidolia, whatever. So good, so creamy, right under the eyes. It feels so hydrating and just plumping. Like, my eyes are very plump after using it, and it's fantastic. I think it's like $65. I'm probably gonna buy this again. The last one that I was using was the No. 7 Restore and Renew. Garbage. It's like $30. trash garbage heap, vile, awful, would not touch it again. This baby right here, splendid. Splendid. Will buy again. Will buy again. And with the eye care, this is the Peter Thomas Roth Hyaluronic Cloud Hydrogel Eye Patches. They're just really hydrating under eye patches. You get 60 in here, that's one for each eye for 30 days. I'll actually use one of these like once every 2 or 3 days, really let it soak in. I don't really use it that often. I think the first week, I used it every day for a week, and then afterwards I kind of did like every 2 days, every 3 days, things like that. But it does really leave my eyes very hydrated, very plumped once again. And I do notice that the skin right under my eyes is becoming not like tender, but softer. And some of the texture is evening out, where I used to have a lot of texture in this area. Rude. I used to have a lot of texture in this area, and some of it's kind of gone away. So, and that was before I bought the Alginist eye cream. That was while I was still using that number 7 garbage. So that is a noticeable change, but these are all just kind of pseudoscience. You know? Like, you don't know if they're gonna work or not. They're working for me though. Once again, the Ordinary, this is niacinamide 10%, zinc 2% serum. I like this. I don't really know if it's doing anything for my skin though. I just ran out of it, so I'm gonna stop using it for like a month, see if there's any noticeable change for the negative in my skin. If there is, I might pick it up again. If not gonna bother. I'm going to talk about some items now. These are the Wayne Goss brushes. I got some little brush covers for them. God, you know what? Yeah, I really like these. They're a very simple brush set, very expensive. I'm not telling you to buy these. Very expensive. Very nice though. They hold and blend product very well. Not like synthetic brushes. There is a very clear difference between synthetic and natural hair brushes, which is weird because I wouldn't think there would be, but it's just something about the natural barbs on natural hair brushes that synthetic brushes just cannot recreate. That moves product around differently. They're good. And this is a video of things that I'm enjoying, and I'm gonna enjoy the things that I'm enjoying. More things that I'm enjoying. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. These were, God, it smells so good. They had the trial sizes at Sephora. I never use points there because there's nothing I ever want there, so when they had those, I got 8 of them. The full size is like $128, and there's like a step down, which is $92, a step down, which is $68, and I think each one of these is $23. I don't think it's worth the price, but buying 8 of these. Also, keep in mind, I don't spend that much money at Sephora. I shop a lot when they do their 500 for 50. So I'll buy like a foundation and a lipstick, get $500 of the points for that. So yeah, so I really like them when I use the points for them. I don't know if I'd spend that amount of money because it's not really a moisturizer, it is more of a primer, but it does really leave your makeup nice, right? I do see a noticeable difference. It leaves you a little more hydrated. All right, next primer. This is the Milk Makeup Blurring Pore Stick. This is a trial-sized one. I'm literally digging out what's left down there and smearing it on my face. Out of all the silicone primers I've tried, it's firm enough to where you're like pushing it in. It's actually like filling in your pores and not just like kind of sitting on your skin. Really good. I'll probably buy the full size of that at some point. You know? Couple of foundations that I've been using again. BH Liquid Foundation and ColourPop Hyaluronic Foundation. Both amazing foundations. BH discontinued this foundation. I am so mad. It's one of the foundations that has my perfect undertone. It has such a great texture. It's like kind of medium light coverage and you can build it up. It wears really well. it's just so good. It's what I'm wearing right now. Like I said, I'll have pictures. It's just so good. And then same with the ColourPop one. Undertones, they don't really have one that fits me perfectly, but it just wears really well. Doesn't look cakey, doesn't look dry, sits and wears well with powders. I just really like it. They're both really, really, really good, inexpensive foundations. Now for an expensive foundation, this is the Fenty Beauty Powder Foundation. I think this might be the best looking foundation I've ever used on myself. And that's saying a lot. Like, out of the Makeup Forever foundations, Krylon foundations, which actually look beautiful, even the Krylon Airbrush foundation, which looks gorgeous. But I don't know what it is. This might be the best foundation ever made. Like, I hit pan on it, and I'm gonna repurchase it when I use it all up. Amazing. Plain and simple, amazing. The only concealer that I've been using, because I'm not digging any other concealer, really, is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Concealer. It's a little light for me. I ordered definitely a shade too light. It smells a little weird too, but use it sparingly, please. Otherwise it does look really cakey, but I just do like a drop here, a drop here, a drop here, and then like another drop kind of here. Blend it out with a sponge. You can blend it out with a brush, but I find when you blend it out with a brush, it has a tendency to lift the foundation. I don't know why that is, and it's not a problem with a sponge. Any chemists tell me why that is? I don't know, whatever. Looks fantastic, wears really well, creases a little bit because it's really, like, creamy, but if something doesn't crease on my face... This is the only product I have ever used in my life that does not crease on my face. So, you know... And we're gonna move into powders. I keep trying setting powders, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll buy it again. Whatever. And then I'll try this one again, and I'm just like, why do I ever use anything else? This is the RCMA No Color Powder. It just works. It's just perfect. This is my little Moogle mirror that I got from the Square Enix website. Yeah, I mean, I used it to set my face and my under eyes and everything, and it just looks perfect. It's not breaking apart, it's not lifting anywhere, nothing like that. It's just perfect. So I really need to hold myself to this. This might be the best setting powder ever made, and I think that's kind of all I'm going to use from now on. This is a finishing powder, however. This is the Hourglass Ambient Light and Ethereal Light, Ambient Veil. This is definitely too light for me because it is stark white, but if you use it the way it's intended to, it doesn't really have a color to it, but it is just a nice finishing powder, so it definitely, like, I use it on top of the RCMA powder, gently sweeping it over, and it kind of blurs. It helps blur and give the skin a little more luminosity. It's very expensive. It actually reminds me exactly of the Wet n Wild ombre blush that I think they discontinued. And I used to do that. I used to use this as a finishing powder because it just added that perfect amount of luminosity, and the one I think that's called Purple Haze has virtually no color, which is kind of weird, but it was perfect. So the 56, I think it's almost 60 actually, dollar product is a dupe for the $4 product, and I hate that. Moving into blushes, I'm wearing this today, Pat McGrath Labs Divine Blush. This is Nude Venus. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It's also luminous. It's really weird because I feel like it's almost marketed as a matte, but it has a lot of luminosity. It's not reflective, but it's very luminous. I've been using this again, the BH Cosmetics, I think this is Chocolate Cherry Truffle blush palette. Smells delicious. Just really great. It's very, very, very good. I actually mix these two, and it's very similar to the Pat McGrath blush. They are very matte, however. They're definitely matte blushes. Pretty pigmented. They do blend very well, though. But God, for like a sub, I think it was like $14, something like that. BH has never disappointed me. Never, ever, ever disappointed. Continuing blush, I'm still working through the Hourglass blush in Diffused Heat. Very pretty blush. These have lasted me a really long time, and I've used them almost daily. So, like, quite frankly, I don't know if I would ever buy the full-sized one if you're, like, using other products in the meantime, because these are gonna last you a while. And I think that's it for blush. Gonna move on to bronzer. I'm still trying to work through Diffuse Bronze Light. I'm close-ish. It's flattened out, but I can still see how deep it goes, and I'm not quite there. And I just picked this up, and it's very nice. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer in Light. It's so nice. It's not incredibly pigmented, but it's also, it's a soft sculpt. It's very nice, blends very well, and I'll wear it without makeup a lot of times because it just gives you a sun-kissed look. It gives you a bronzy look. And that's what you're looking for in a bronzer, isn't it? Moving on to the eyes. This is the same thing, Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion. It's the best. You buy a Miata because you want the best. It's the best. I don't know what to say. Doesn't crease on me, holds and lets shadow blend really well, lasts such a long time. I do really like the NYX Proof It Eye Primer, don't get me wrong, but it's perfection. It is absolutely perfection. Don't know how they did it, don't know what it is. Urban Decay, don't go out of business. If you do, I'm gonna buy hundreds of these. We're gonna move it back now. I started using this again. Goddamn, it's good. Modern Renaissance palette, it still holds up. She's still got it, baby. Everybody that knows. This is old, reliable. It's just good. It's just good. So, yeah, I mean, I've started using it again, and every time I use it, I'm just like, damn, this is a great look. This is a really good look. I really like this. The shimmers in it are alright. Primavera, Vermeer, absolute perfection. Antique Bronze is alright. And then Venetian Red, which is like a satin finish, whatever. Antique Bronze is really nice, but it's too deep, so I'll just kind of use it all over the eyes sometimes. Love it, though. Love it. Love it. Speaking of old, it's the NYX Earth palette. Once again, something I love. I love earth tones. This deep green and like the slate green are just... This kind of, it's like a muted orange, and then you've got your brown, and then like a very, very pale orange. The shimmers are alright. There's like a taupe shimmer, a green shimmer, yellow shimmer, and a red shimmer, and then there's like a satin red, but I just... Man, it sucks they discontinued these. I think these are the best shadows NYX has ever made, formula-wise, and also I think they're the most cohesive, like, groupings that I've ever tried from them. And I'm really sad they're discontinued, but I've been using it again, and every time I use it, I'm just like, it's great, it's good, it just works. We're about to get into it. Another discontinued palette, but they might be bringing it back. This is the 1991 by Alicia Marie by BH Cosmetics. Once again, flawless. The mattes are a dream. The shimmers are good. Once again, I think Ritual and Illusion are the best. Alchemist and Spooky are okay. Spooky's almost more of a pressed glitter. Pixie is more of a gold than a white. It looks very white in the pan, but it's definitely a gold. What is this? Lullaby is also more of a gold than a pink, so that's a little weird. Legend is nice. It's not a duochrome, but it's like... It's like Mars red, if that makes any sense. And Illusion is... Oh god, Illusion is... I just want them to come out with a single of it, because I'll buy 1,000. BH Cosmetics again. Midnight City, that's actually what I did this look with. I know, it's just smoky wing. This is quite literally like a Baroque era palette. Like, I guess it's a little more of like Art Deco, but it also has almost an identical color scheme to something that would be like Baroque era. It's very good. The shadow quality is fantastic. It really is. The shimmer's top-notch, the mattes top-notch. Really deep, like navy blue right there, and then you have like a slightly lighter blue, and then this blue shimmer is fantastic. It's just, God, they're really good! BH, don't miss! Drop Dead Gorgeous palette, watch my review on it, y'all know how I feel. Love it. Love everything about it. Not a single shade is disappointing. It is kind of a Halloween rainbow palette, but you get a lot out of it. I am so mad that Stunner broke because it is like a disco ball on the eyes. Vamped, best vegan matte red I've ever used. Flawless. A little bit psycho. The two unique shimmers in this one, Sinner and Showy, gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. And the Knockout, this really like rusty red, they're just really good. They're just really good. Like, honestly, you can pull a lot of looks with this if you're into like darker vampy makeup, or even just like a simple like kind of berry red, because this red does blend out to be more of a berry, but if you kind of pack it on, it's more of a deep red. Moving on to not BH shadows, Natasha Denona Mini Star Quint. A Quint? Quint. It's so pretty. The mattes are great. The shimmers are pretty good. This is like a true gold. This is a trichrome. Very pretty. It's like a rose gold. God, they're nice. Makeup by Mario, Rosy Glam Quad. Flawless. Once again, matte's fabulous. If this is an indication of their matte and shimmer formula, $25 each. Highly recommend. Just like the Natasha Denona. No. $25. And I keep saying it's not worth it, but then I keep looking at their website every time there's a sale, and I'm like, I could buy one more. Pat McGrath, she got me. She pulled the page. It's so good. I stick to what I said about the black not being great and black metal not being great, but the rest are just kind of unparalleled. Not that, okay, honestly, I think if BH came up with the Blitz Astral type formulas, I'd chuck this in a bin, and I'd buy every palette from BH that had that in it. Every single one. And like 12 of them. I trust BH to do it. And we'll move on to the lips. Once again, another discontinued product. Delium Tools Matte Lipsticks. They're so good. This is the shade Kylie. I only have 2 of these, and I'm so sad. My absolute perfect nude. I love them. They're not super dry. Once again, Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink. I know liquid lips are kind of falling out of vogue, but these are fabulous. I love them. I love the color. They don't feel drying. They dry down really well and are virtually immovable. I don't know where mine went, but the Maybelline Color Riche lipstick, these are all old products, and I keep trying new ones, and I'm just like not super pleased with them. Maybe I'm just a boomer. I don't know. Anyways, that's kind of all I got. That's like the things that I've really been enjoying lately. So if you guys like the video, comment down below, follow me, like the video, dislike the video, engage with me. That's really all I have to say. Thank you guys so much. I hope my little scare cubs are having a lovely day, week, month, or year. Bye guys.